Americus by Michael Datcher. Saturday, June 10th, 1893, East St. Louis, Illinois. Set knew he could never disrespect his father, but his twin brother was fair game. Being born 7 minutes behind, the Tsar had taught Set the bad math of birth order, taught him that it was wrong. Set knew his life could have been different had his mother's egg not been divided by two. Had he kicked and wiggled enough to slide his hand out first, had the Tsar died in the womb. Set wished his brother no harm usually, but sometimes slippery thoughts grew inside of him when he looked at the boy who had the same part running down the center of his scalp. The boy who always got to play the best part as the first-born son. Set tried to wrestle down an ugly thought as he stared at a Tsar standing next to their father. But the image in his mind was too slimy to be stopped, too strong, dead wrong. At 7 a.m. sharp, Kemp handed the map scroll to Tsar. Though Set knew well the familiar protocol, he shut his eyes to protest the handoff from father to firstborn. Tsar ignored Set's blind fit. Instead, he dropped to his knees as if he weren't wearing his stern brother's brown suit pants with the matching vest and jacket. Using both palms, the Tsar unrolled the scroll across the manicured bluegrass lawn. The map was long as he was tall. His father's meticulous script was the only thing he recognized. Wait, sorry, this was no map of the circular backyard, no round fountain in the center, no specialty shed along the curving back wall of red rose bushes, and most obvious, no 33 round tombstones forming the circle. His eyes wide as a Morgan dollar, Tsar looked up into his father's smiling hazel irises. His mother's frown went unnoticed as she gazed out at them from the kitchen window. Tsar wanted to throw a roundhouse to Set's calf. Instead, he reached out and pinched hard his brother's thigh. Stop playing blind and get down here. Set refused to flinch or open his eyes, but he didn't buckle down to his own brown-suited knees next to his big brother. Tsar jabbed his index finger onto a perfectly drawn red X. Our presents are buried on Bloody Island. 2. Camp Americus had been burying his son's birthday presents since they were 5 years old. It allowed him to combine his love of map-making and man-making. He inherited his own father's skill with maps, but was determined to shake the patriarch's cruel child-rearing approach and shake off its effects. A slow process. Keb still had the self-conscious look of a critical father's only child. Just beneath seamless skin was a puzzle face with pieces jammed to fit. Keb had learned from experience that tough love without hugs, playful rides on knees, and tender forehead kisses wasn't tough love. It was just tough. That's why it made Keb feel like such a good daddy last week when the twins' big rusty butts tumbled into the library and asked to test his bucking bronco knees, a rambling ride that he enjoyed more than his boys. Keb had long decided that the twins' 10th birthdays would officially start their rites of passage into manhood. His own father had always told him that 10 was a number of perfection. So when Keb's wife, Matilda, went into labor on Sunday, June 10, 1883, he knew there was going to be something special about his child. What Keb didn't know was that the specialness would come in twos. From the day baby-faced Dr. Nathaniel Mandrake handed the twins from exhausted wife to elated father, Keb Americus began plotting how to build his little boys into perfect men. Thank you.